Hi guys, welcome back to the shop. It's finally almost done. And I'm a big fat liar. It's not close to done.
It's nowhere near done, but we are to the point where we can actually start working on some cars a little bit now. The safari wagon is up on a lift right now, you'll see in a second. But we've been still wrapping the walls. We have a ton of crap still to put up. It is so time consuming. On top of that, we have a ton of other projects going around the property. But to get back into the safari build, we are just about there, and I'm going to start working on it again next week.
He promises.
I promise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to show him?
Let's show him. All right, Akila, tell us what we have behind door number 1.
So you can see we moved down 10 billion cabinets in here. Actually, you can't really see that because there's still 10 billion Rubbermaids full of stuff to get put away and find homes for. Lots and lots of hours getting the walls wrapped. That's actually been a really fun project. The dogs are not helpful at all. The safari finally on the lift. We are reusing one of our 2-post storage lifts from the old facility. We do have plans to put in oh wait, did I call that a 2-post or a 4-post?
I was questioning your counting skills, but it's cool.
You know what? This is not Sesame Street. 1, a 2. It's fine. So we're reusing one of the 4-post lifts from the old shop. We do have a 2-post lift on order, and we just finalized the drawings for what we're calling the storage shop, which in and of itself is not actually just for storage, but does have plans to hold 8 finished projects. So 16 finished projects. Wait, 2, 4, no, 8. Yeah. Wow. Counting. Clearly, it's a good thing Gavin's the bookkeeper for both of our businesses. So anyway, things are moving along, and this space will be designed just for filmography and one project at a time. So it's really good to have the safari in here. All the safari totes are pulled aside, so we actually know where our things are, which is really exciting as well. And hopefully we can get moving in the right direction. This project needs to get finished so that we have room to finish all of the other stuff in here, like installing that new lift. One thing that I forgot to mention when it comes to Gavin's new shop that we've got designed, 8-car storage, screwed that up earlier, really bad at math. But also a paint booth and like a dirty fab booth. And those things are really exciting for us to have here because it was Gavin's main concern when we bought this house and this property, is that he wouldn't have a paint booth, and we have gone over a bajillion different designs to make sure that he got that idea back. So paint booth for him to do all the hard and dirty work because I don't wanna, and storage for old cars and whiny dogs. So there you have it.
All right, so now the entire reason we moved out to this place, and I basically had to start all the way over on shop stuff, is because we now have 40 acres. I'm gonna call it my testing grounds. So we're gonna hop in the old K5 Blazer, and we'll take you for a spin and show you around back there, and kind of give you an idea of why we did what we're doing.
Yeah, it's really cool up there, beautiful, completely like untamed wilderness, I guess. Deer, elk, pheasants, you name it, they're all up there. We'll probably flush some out for you, maybe, if we're lucky. But beautiful, beautiful property, totally worth the move, even though Gavin's a little upset about having to move the shop. It'll be worth it in the long run.
It'll be.
Okay.
It'll be. We're gonna have a lot of fun here.
All right, you guys, so let's go.
Yeah, come on.
Camera, Gavin. go four-wheeling in the snow in the woods. It was a total blast. We had a really good time. Except we haven't had this one friend in the back. Oh my God, he was such a baby. He like literally screamed every time we did anything. It was the funniest thing ever. I'm gonna cut Gavin out of this video because it's bouncy and I can't focus on this big of an area.
Still leaf spring, correct?
Still leaf springs. Oh, anyway, so Gavin and I went on our very first date in this with a big group of his friends in the snow, and we're out there, we're kind of on a ledge, and we got this little like fir tree stuck between the fender well and the tire, and he was just kind of stuck on the front end. So I jumped out, no big deal, and stood on the tree just so we could bend it out of the way and he could move forward and whatever. Well, he drives over the little tree and it breaks and it like throws me over the embankment into the snow, and I'm gone, like gone. And everybody apparently was like, oh no, except for my one friend that came with me, because girls never go on a date to the mountains with a dude and his friends without somebody coming with you. That's just a bad idea. So anyway, my friend was in the car and she was so very concerned that I was gone. What? That was good. She wasn't concerned that I was gone. But again, anyway, so I'm off this embankment in the snow and I pop up and I'm like, I'm okay. And then I hike back up the hill and Gavin said to his friends, yeah, that one. And then the rest is history. Isn't that a beautiful love story? It's such a beautiful love story. Okay, that's for you guys. Enjoy that. Welcome to the Upper Meadow, where we have lots of deer all the time, except right now when I want you to see them.
Might have something to do with the exhaust.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So right here we are about center of the property. We might be a little close to the top edge, but this is just about the middle, and you can see we're just clearly surrounded by nature. Spin me a pretzel, Gavin!
Heading west on our property, we get to the hairier part where we have lots of ponderosa pines turning into fir trees, and the two mixed together seem to kind of kill each other. So, and then we have lots of monoliths.
Wow, thank you, Captain Geography.
The monoliths are brought to us by the ice age of the Missoula Dam letting go and washing away all the topsoil, exposing the monoliths into our geographic area.
You can see some of those big monoliths, as Gavin called them. I call them big rocks, or I like to climb them and call them pride rocks and pretend I'm the Lion King, because I'm an adult and you can't make me what I don't want to do. But look how big they are. They actually are super cool, and they're all over the property. They're made of basalt, like what they grind up to make your driveway gravel with, but they're super neat.
In our area, they use basalt a lot. I don't think that's necessary.
Whatever, I only know about my own universe.
Yeah. Man, that's a Christmas tree.
Storm earlier this week, and while the main portion of our property that we live on didn't experience any damage, now that we're up here, it looks like maybe there was a little more damage to the property than we initially thought.
Yeah, we kind of have, and it's where I was talking about earlier, joking around, that where the pine trees and the fir trees are together, for some reason the pine trees have a lot of what they call gold rust, and it's kind of killing them. So I don't know if the fir trees have anything to do with that, or if that's just something that just happened to be going through that area. But the windstorm kind of took out a lot of them. In fact, you just saw a piece of gold rust hit the camera right there. Those little balls in the branches, they also develop in the trunk of the tree.
I didn't really realize we were making an educational video here, Gavin.
As we're heading down the valley here, I'll tell you a little bit about the Blazer. It's a 83 K5 Blazer. It now has a Ramjet 350 in it with a hot cam, which was a crate engine that GM sold. It's a multi-port fuel injection crate engine that they sold. It's basically just a Vortec motor with flat top pistons and a better cam. We have upgraded the cam even again from what GM puts in it. It's the hot cam now, another GM cam in it. It's been a good engine. And then it's backed by a NV3500, which is a 5-speed, full synchro 5-speed. I really like them. They kind of have a bad rap because they're really hard to rebuild. But when they're working good, they are actually really nice to drive. And then it has an NP208, which is not ideal, and then a 14-volt rear end, and it still has the 10-volt front. It has a locker in the rear, and it's still an open front in the front. And it's on 38-inch Super Swamper TSL radials, and that's how it's been since I built it. Obviously not the same set of tires, but I keep replacing them with the same tires. Been a really good rig. The truck started out as a 6.2 diesel, which has, for me, was an extremely reliable engine that lasted a really long time. The only thing I did to it special was put ATF in the fuel, and that thing, when I pulled it out, was still running perfectly fine. I just wanted something with a little more power because those things are not powerful at all. But otherwise, it was a really, really good engine and never left me anywhere.
So we had to pull the camera inside because we found ourselves in a bit of a tight squeeze here.
This is DuPont Imron paint, and you'll be amazed how scratch resistant it actually was. You can't buy this paint anymore. It's considered toxic. You can still buy Imron, but it's not the same as it used to be. But this truck has over 400,000 miles on it. About 250, it's been orange like this.
Well, that was the majority of the property, or at least this section that we plowed through. There's the shop, so we're looking around just to the baseline of the property itself here. we found some really cool stuff on this travel through the property. Every time we go through, we find something different. This time we found an abandoned tree stand, so maybe we have poachers, I don't know. We also found a flagpole-like mount, or possibly a headstone, so that's maybe a little bit creepy, but who knows? This piece of property's been in the previous owner's family forever, so there could just be all kinds of weird finds in here. We'll see.